For Galaxy S25 Plus on T-Mobile. And with what we're saving, we splurged on another.
If you want to get your name, phone number, and address off the internet, but want to handle the removals yourself,
collateral.
collateral.
forged ahead. Your plot unravels, I pull the thread. I've torn up the pages I knew by heart. You call me reckless, I call it art. You call me reckless, I call it art. You call me reckless, I call it art. 经过最后的一道墙，却拥抱了黑夜。不再期盼那一丝微光，来掩盖骄傲。像一剑，赶出一切。像一剑，赶出一切。The ground is shifting, you raise the scope. Your crosshairs tremble on swirling smoke. No turning back now, my line is drawn. I am your reckoning, your Rubicon. You turn to face me, I forged ahead. Your plot unravels, I pull the thread. I've torn up the pages I knew by heart. You call me reckless, I call it art. You call me reckless, I call it art. You call me reckless, I call it art.
Order submitted.
once regarded in various religions as a spiritual realm of evil and suffering, often traditionally depicted as a place of perpetual fire beneath the earth, where the wicked are punished after death. Suffering, begging for forgiveness. Their screams feel like whispers that disappear in the wind. This is the land where the wicked are punished after death.
Summer is here, and it's time to plan
Order
your
submitted.
style staycation with Bob's Discount Furniture.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
That's the sound of the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program, saving you up to $500 on your energy bills, with rebates and discounts on energy-efficient products. So you can enjoy coming back to a home full of savings. Visit ComEd.com/home savings.
Respond.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks and stay focused. Asana.com.
Your sausage McMuffin with egg didn't change. Your receipt McMuffin with egg extra value meal includes a hash brown and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
collision. takes off. Secrets from the city citizens. Ultimate cannon armed. Targeting.
Short as we get close to.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's a tough one. I wouldn't be against the longs, especially if we come off it with a bit of a decent bounce. But my eyes are on Nvidia more than anything, Dre, just because we've come off that 175 level. I think they might try and protect it, but again, we've just got to see how it reacts when it gets, well, if it can get back above there. I mean, I think they're at 174.9 at the minute. So yeah, just my eyes are on
Order
Nvidia.
submitted.
If we see some big kind of offloading into MOC, I might take a long. If not, it's just sit on hands, I think, for now, because
Okay.
it's a decent enough day.
Very good. Sit on hands. Take a look at Nvidia. Yeah, down a little bit. Oh, down about 1.5% on the day. Is that what you're watching in terms of an indicator there, Alfie? You're watching and see Nvidia
Yeah.
move first, and then see how NQ goes from there.
Yeah, especially pre-market, I've noticed they move quite in lockstep. Nvidia and QQQ are what I look at in pre-market, especially when they open up. I think 9 o'clock for me. And then yeah, really, if I just see some big divergences between Nvidia, QQQ, and the Nasdaq, I see which one's telling the truth, and I kind of bet in one direction. Sometimes works pretty well. Range bound days like this, or sell days like this, I was a bit more taken to the cleaners on one of my XFAs, but that's that. That's how it goes.
All right, 12. Right above water going into FOMC again. We are aware of the issues that are being reported in chat. We will keep you updated as we get those here. The team is aware, and we will make sure to notify you as we get those updates. About 15 minutes till the bottom of the hour. Again, interesting day in the NQ and the ES. The sell-off, I guess, just being able to profit taking, getting squared up before the FOMC tomorrow. Also, what's the way out? The push higher in crude, Dom. I'm trying to think. When did you take this trade, by the way? In the crude.
I took this trade last night. I think it was around 9 p.m.
Okay.
I mean, a massive area of resistance. If you look to the left, I mean, over and over, this area is rejected, or you get a small break and a rejection from this area. To be honest with you, I think it might have been. I mean, I don't know if it's possible that it was the news or that this area just finally saw some buyers step in. And when some buyers stepped in, we got maybe some massive sells, and that just caused this thing to rip. But yeah, it had a nice move to the upside today. I wish I would have been, not getting off of work at 5 a.m. in the morning and saw this. But after taking a good trade to the downside, I tend to be one and done typically, unless I see something that I really like. And yeah, I took that trade to the downside. And like I said, took some profits, and I was done after taking those profits for the day.
Yeah, for those wondering, Dom works overnight. He's in Vegas. CEO has an interesting work schedule. What typically is your schedule? You start when and end when there, Dom?
working 9 p.m. and I'm off at 5 a.m. And I don't work on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So
right.
pretty weird schedule for me.
So yes, so are you essentially just waking up right now from yesterday?
You know what? I am essentially just waking up, but I can't miss my opportunity to be on Topstep because
Damn right, man.
I got to talk about trading. That's what I love to do. So yeah, I'm just waking up.
Oh, I love it, man. What a, what a schedule. And Alfie, of course, in the UK, it's almost it's about dinner time, maybe even later than that. Have you had dinner yet there, Alfie? Or you just
Oh,
go
I
out and
have.
just,
I had a nice juicy beef burger. It's about 20 past 8 over here, so yeah, all good.
yes. Okay, very good. Poll is up. We can kill, let's kill the poll, take that down. 62% are saying above. Above Alfie's price of 24,000 and 520. All right, last trade 24,000 548 548. Yes, right back
Dominic, I'm
to
curious, mate.
yes.
Sorry, Joe. I was just going to
Oh,
ask Dominic, do you ever trade the commodities in this power hour window, or are you mainly at different times of the session?
To be honest with you, I'm not typically entering a trade at this time, but it is possible every once in a while that I'm still sitting in a trade that I've taken the night
Yeah.
prior. So if I think that something has some room to move, and I don't know, maybe I've taken a couple contracts off that night before, or maybe even I just want to let it run, then I might be still sitting in some trades. But I'm not typically taking trades or waking up, but the last hour of the day or too early in the morning to watch anything. So yeah, that's kind of how I navigate it when it comes to the way I work and the last couple hours of the market being open. So yeah.
very
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, makes sense, man.
So, Dominic, will you take a peek at the mobile? Take a peek at the mobile if you do have a trade on and you are at work. You'll take us you can see what's going on over there in the markets, or how does that work? Does your
Yeah.
boss know that you're doing this?
No, funny enough, I don't have any boss there at night, so I'm
Ah,
completely by myself, just kind of hanging out. But it's easy enough for me to just hop on my phone. I don't have to take out my computer or anything,
mhm.
and I can take my trades from my phone and just set it to the side and wait for any alerts to go off, for profits or for a stop loss. So fairly quick. I mean, when my alerts go off, I'm in a trade within 3 5 minutes, and
Love
then
it.
I'm just waiting for those alerts to go off again. So not too much screen time when I'm looking at it, other than
Awesome.
you know when I'm off and resetting my trend lines and my support and resistance.
Fair enough. All right, let's get over to Alfie. Alfie, you like to get in there. You like to mix it up with the markets in terms of a setup. How many trades have you been taking? Like, how many trades did you take yesterday as opposed to today?
I say, let's have a look. I think yesterday I kept it pretty chill. I only had 5, which is quite low for me. But
Hmm.
because my main goal has been to try and keep hold of as many of these XFAs as possible.
Yes.
Um, I've tried to just knock it on the head a little bit, so to speak. So
Hmm.
once I hit that minimum threshold, just move on to the next, and then there will be 1 or 2 days where I can get those bigger base hits.
Hmm.
But yeah, more than happy to just take a couple hundred, and you can see here like 13 trades. Obviously, it's in and out. It's just like 6. On this one, there's a few more, like 9, 19.
Look at that
But
green.
yeah, tried to tone it down a little bit.
Excellent. Good stuff. All right. Well, right now markets are a bit of a holding pattern. Again, do have that house account trade. 5 micro ES from 66.67. Last trade 66.74. Highest session, all-time highs, I suppose, as well. 66.96. Let me double check if that is indeed all-time highs. And this is the December contract here on Topstep X. Yes, it is. Those are all-time highs. The same can be said for the NASDAQ. Well, right now trading 24,550. So Dom, will you? I know you're watching gold. Gold will definitely most certainly be affected tomorrow from the FOMC. What is your plan of attack going into such a big decision, such a big event in the markets?
Well, like I said, I
Chilling.
typically trade specifically depending on technicals. Um, I definitely will take FOMC into consideration. If there's any movement before FOMC, just because, like we said, I do trade at night, I'll take the trade, and if I get lucky enough to exit a trade before news, I will. And if we get close enough to news and I'm in some profits, I might just take an exit, or um, if it all depends on what the chart's telling me, or I might even not
Sure.
take as big of a trade. I might cut my risk in half and just let the thing ride and see what can happen. But I'll definitely keep it in mind. I'll be paying attention to the technicals. If I get a signal to get into a trade, I will take a trade. And
Right.
other than that, I will take FOMC into consideration, but
That's right.
I'm not necessarily going to let it be a factor, in me not taking a trade or me hanging on to something or letting something go too early.
That's right. I know. Yes. Of course. Different strategies for different traders. But yes, again, we are priced in for a 99% probability of a 25 basis point cut tomorrow. So we'll get that announcement, then we'll get the prepared remarks from Chairman Powell. After that, we will get the Q&A, right, the press conference, and that's where we might get a little more insight what the next two meetings will be looking like for perhaps one more rate cut, two more rate cuts. Right now, markets are pricing in 25 basis point cut tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central. We'll see how that plays out. Right now, markets, I guess, as expected, digesting right now, digesting. It's going to happen here. We'll see maybe in 26 minutes what MOC has in store. MOC pretty light yesterday as well. So no trades for the time being. No trades. What if Powell doesn't cut tomorrow? We are in trouble. We are in the markets are going to be in deep trouble. They got to communicate with the banks, right? They definitely let the banks give them the heads up as to what is going to be expected. If they don't cut, look out below for equities. That's for sure. Shake me. I've been holding forever. Alfie, we might just be in this holding pattern for right now. For 1,547. Little bit of a downward push here in the ES. By little, I mean a little. 66.73 on the bid. We got about 200 on the bid, 200 on the ask in the ES. They may want to push this thing a little lower. And also, Alfie's got his eye on those 520s. Last trade 545. Dom, what was that price again you're looking at in crude? If at all, 64.33.
Let's see. I definitely don't think we're gonna break 64.70 on the highs of the day. It's possible that we could get around that area and hang out around that area. If first step up, just because it's so late in the day, I mean, I don't think we'd get lower than 64.32, and at most maybe 64.09. But I don't know. Like I said, I've seen trending days like this enough to think that either we'll hang out around the highs of the day, or we'll just kind of consolidate around this area that it's hanging out at.
Very good. Might be seeing a little grind lower here in the ES. There's a slot on the bids. Lot 100 lots all the way from 66.72. Oh boy, all the way down to 66.67, and then some buyers do want to step in. Keep it in the range for now. Look at gold. Oh, Don, last time you were on here, you're saying you had some difficulties getting short the gold as we make all-time highs. Good on you. Was that we had to touch the stove so many times to convince you maybe move on over to crude, or you'll always have an eye on gold, right? It's just maybe trying to call the top. Is what got you best there. It's tricky.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I have my alert set, and I'm definitely ready to trade gold. Just like this past couple of weeks, my my thought process has been, this thing is just so overextended. There's got to be a big red day waiting here, just waiting for me. And I definitely took a couple of shorts the last couple of weeks, and I got stopped out every single one of those times. So I'm just trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to, of course, trade my strategy and be hesitant to hopping into shorts at any time too soon. But I'm still okay with taking longs. The only problem is that we just don't have enough data to the to that left hand side, and I'm not going to just take longs without any areas of interest on taking profits. So yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out and letting this thing do what it needs to do, and hopefully I will be taking some gold trades sooner than later. But if not, I've got oil for a backup.
There you go. I love it. Yeah, that rally yesterday in gold was quite impressive to say the least. From about 7:30 a.m. Central to the close, I think it rallied about 40 or 50 bucks. 40 or 50 bucks.
I was
All
asleep.
Right, I mean, all
I was
good.
asleep.
All good.
Beautiful.
I mean, it was incredible. We got the ES trying to break down a little bit here. Nasdaq also following suit. Straight 24,535. 535. ES 6670. We got the low in the ES. 9 points away from here. 6661. See if that NQ wants to go touch those 24,520 here. 535s last trade. Someone said, who was that? The troops saying Delta pretty heavy on the negative in the ES. What is that? How deep in the negative is it? Let me know. All right. Buyers did step in ever so slight in the ES. Gold not moving too much right now. Oil not moving too much just yet. Dow pushing a bit lower. See if there's any more gas in the goose to the downside here, Alfie. I still use that phrase. I stole it from you. Give you credit every time I use it.
Stole it myself anyway, man.
Did you really? Where'd you get it from? Gas in the goose.
I got it from a guy on YouTube that I listen to called Camel Finance. He's really good. He's like a cycle trader. So he does all of the old school equity and crypto cycles, and he just it just popped into my vernacular, when you just listen to something so much, it just pops out. Yeah.
All right, update D's contract minus 17,000. 17,000 negative delta in the ES. That's pretty significant. See if that continues to grow. They want to keep pushing this thing lower. All right, bottom of the hour coming here in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We have a little news update from the good old government, from our peeps out in Washington, D.C. We'll hit you with that. This seems to be a recurring story, at least 3-4 times a year. We'll bring it to you after the bottom of the hour here. See if there's another push lower when we do hit 30 past. See what orders are going to be executed. New 5-minute, new 30-minute, 15-minute. A bunch of new candles are about to open up here. Gold might be pushing lower. Negative delta has definitely caught my eye. Thank you for that. And nothing. Okay. We'll run that story because, as always, in this country, we are always looking for ways to continue to fund the government at least 4, 5, 6 times a year. It seems as though it's always a last-minute deal, always to the deadline. Where are they going to come up with the money? What are we going to spend it on? So that being said, let's catch them up on the latest plan to fund the government here.
House Republicans have released a proposal to fund the government through November 21st and avert a government shutdown the end of this month. The 7-week stopgap bill would buy more time to negotiate a broader deal. The plan is not bipartisan and contains no provisions that Democrats want. Most House Democrats are expected to vote against the proposal. If so, that would force House Speaker Mike Johnson and Republicans to deliver the votes on their own. House leadership hopes to vote on the bill Friday, the last day before Congress leaves for a week-long recess for Rosh Hashanah. It's not yet certain when the Senate would take up the bill.
Well, Alfie, the government has their issues as well. But yeah, every time government shutdown, we always hear those threats, if you will. Always got to work to the last minute to get that deal signed. All right, we got a little more push here in the ES 66.68. I'm guessing that negative delta is continuing to increase to the downside. 66.68, about 7 points off the lows of the session. Nasdaq following the ES's lead right now, 24,536. Interesting fight going on right now between.
Yeah, Nvidia's pushing down as well.
Is it? Okay.
174.66 now, nearly. I think just double checking that's near low of day or at low of day now.
They're continuing to cook through these bids. We're gonna go test there. We're gonna close on the lows. That was not quite there yet either. Gold, oil, just chilling. Again, we are aware of those issues that we're seeing here in chat. We will continue to keep you updated when we get the updates here as well. Right now we got 27 minutes till the close, 17 minutes till MOC, market on close. I'm gonna take a look at the headlines here. We did get this headline. Trump extends a TikTok deadline again ahead of talk with Xi. I believe that's extended into December. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. There's another never-ending saga. From shutdowns, TikTok, tariffs, all year, all 2025. Well, TikTok, that's been going on for quite some time now. Courtney says the VIX is popping. You remember yesterday, VIX was pushing higher. VIX was up like 6%, as well as the equities were up as well. That's not typical. So, Dom, question: do you only have those two charts up, crude and gold? Do you have any awareness as to what equities are doing, if at all?
No clue at all. Gold,
Love it, man.
gold and
Love
oil
it.
are the only two things that I'm watching. Every once in a while, I'll take a look and just see what's going on. But yeah, though, that's it. I don't want too much noise going on. I don't want to, won't be watching too many charts or charting too many things. So, yeah, just typically gold and oil.
Singular focus. I like that. Alfie, what other charts are you watching? Obviously, you're watching NVIDIA right now. ES, I do believe, as well. What's your setup like there, Alfie? How many screens you working with, first of all?
Only the two. But yeah, maybe I need to take a leaf out of Dom's book here because yeah, head on a swivel, man. Like especially when we're trading equities, it's you've got to keep your eyes on the back of your head. So yeah, I do like switching up to gold and gold sometimes, and I've got an eye on that. But mainly when I'm trading the Nasdaq, is the stock heat map. I'll have a look at the 10-year yield, the VIX, and then the ES as well, just to see if any of them are decoupling in the wrong ways.
Oh, yes, that's right. The heat map. Can we take a peek at that heat map real quick if you have that handy?
Yeah, sure, man.
What's shown here? Although we might be getting on those.
Should see that now.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah. So this is just the last hour, but today, obviously, it paints a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, Nvidia down 2%, near enough. Microsoft down 1%. Apple's just shy of 1% up. I mean, if you saw this, you'd probably expect today's price action, right? I mean, it's just sideways drop pre-FOMC.
Yep. See if there's another push lower here. 15 minutes till MOC. He would take the shorts. They would get short in any of those equities here in Power Hour. We got Dow continue to move a little bit lower. We get short up against overnight VWAP. The slope of overnight VWAP is pretty much flat. We're about 5 points lower in the ES. We're about 12 points lower than the NASDAQ. A whole lot going on. Probably to be expected. As we go into huge day tomorrow. Huge day tomorrow indeed. Also, I heard Jack talking about it. How many will be dissenting? How many votes will there be for 50 basis point cut? We'll find all that out 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow on Topstep TV. We got Alfie, we got Dom. So in the green room, I think were you guys becoming friends? Were you guys becoming trading buddies in the green room? You guys were sharing contact info.
I hope so.
Okay, I love it.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta stay close with the other traders out here, man.
Absolutely.
I got no one around me, man. No one trading around me.
Yeah, I've been chewing all my mates' ears off in England about it. So Topstep TV is the perfect remedy for a lot of my friends not hearing about my poor trades or good ones. So.
Yeah, same. Family and friends, they don't want to hear about it. We're speaking a different language, right? Speaking a different language. Then when we do talk about it, been there. like aliens in some aspects. Okay, can I get an update on that delta there in the chat? If you guys be so kind, feels like it's growing here. We got another grind lower here in the ES 66.67. Nasdaq a little bit more reluctant to follow. That was definitely pushing lower. Right now, there's a lot of size on those bids.
I quite like the 62s on ES. If that comes in the next 9 or 10 minutes, I might have a tickle. But yeah, it's looking pretty heavy, isn't it?
It's getting there, yeah. It feels like just kind of methodically just selling into it. Not really just clearing the bids to the downside. They are reloading, watching the time and sales here, watching the ladder. Bids do come back in. Every time the bid gets hit, they take the bid asked, and they do come back in. So they're not going to make it easy. It's not going to be a straight line down. But we're about 6 points off the lows. And NASDAQ, 24,533. So about 35 points off the lows there. You got your eye on the 62s there, Alfie?
Yeah, I'm just going to layer some bids in, just try and trade this range. Just watch and see for headlines as well, just to double check there's nothing
I got you.
coming down across the wire, but looks all good.
Just methodically, just selling into it. Not clearing out the bids to the downside. We saw one, we call it tape bombs. We'll get a go to market sell order in the ES, and that pretty much started the sell off for the rest of the day. We did stabilize a little bit. We'll keep you updated on that house account trade. Take a peek at that screen. We are long. Right about here, 66.67, 66.67 long 5. Look at those buyers jump right back in there in the ES. Wow. All right. What was that? Well, he's popped about 5 points there in the ES. We were trading 65s. Now we're trading 66.70s. Man. Oh, okay. I want to take this overnight view up. Yeah. 66.73. Can they push this thing? Alfie, does that make you pause at all?
Yeah, it does slightly. I don't know why, but I've been having a lot of success with the last 15-minute candle open, especially Monday to Wednesday. So like the 45 minutes past candle open seems to be where, like, if price is pulling down aggressively into MOC 5 minutes prior, that's when I'm really happy to take along. But the fact that it's came down and now it's popped back up, it's just maybe want to take those bids out and just sit on my hands a little bit more until that 5-minute candle closes.
So when we reopened them, and you're getting ready for your shift, what is your setup? You say you're looking for your setup. You're pretty much a one and done trader. What is this setup? Obviously, you've got different hours. Just high level, what are you looking for in terms of a setup, either crude or gold? You don't have to give away all the secrets, just in general, because you sounds like you're only looking for that one trade only. So how do you approach that?
Yeah, for sure. I think the reason that I'm looking for one trade only is just because I trade on those higher time frames. So if you're trading on an hourly, um, it's not too likely that you're going to be taking, more than two trades, even if that, on the day. But like I said, I trade specifically support and resistance and trend lines. All I'm looking for, and it doesn't have to be like a specific candle pattern or anything like that, is a nice break of a trend line, either to the upside or the downside, as well as an area of resistance. So it's not like a particular, candle or anything that I'm looking for. It's just a nice strong break of a specific area, and either side just has room to move. So kind of hard. I feel like easier to I guess see if I take a trade like the trade I took yesterday on oil, as you can see if you look at my chart. a
Yeah.
bunch of areas of and then we have a break to the downside. A really, really strong break below that 63.33 area.
Right.
And like I said, all I'm looking for is like a 1-to-1 or a 1.5 for my target, or a good area where I believe buyers are going to step up, or sellers are going to step up, and
Sure.
that's it. Like I said, very, very elementary, but
Keep it
it works
simple.
for me. Yeah, it works for me. So yeah, that's it. I'm looking for.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, Alfie, the way those buyers stepped in there in the ES, I don't know if we get down to those 62s, or will this will negative delta continue to grow? Will they sell into this green candle? We had Mohammed on very fast, Marcus. This is the setup he'd be looking for in the ES, right? We've been selling for most of power hour. You get this little green candle, and he'll be asking himself, who's winning right now? Or who's in control, I should say. Well, the sellers are still in control. The buyers came in and popped it back up to 66.70 in the ES. Are those sellers going to come back and be like, oh, we just got better prices to sell into? Or they might be looking over their shoulder saying, oh, hell, we only got 17 minutes left till the closing bell. The time to exit, time to liquidate and get flat before FOMC tomorrow. And we'll find out here. And we'll get a little grind higher in the crude also. 15 cents off the highs. 64.57 last trade there. Anything on the headline? No headlines. Nothing market moving just yet. Alfie's always got one eye on NVIDIA. That makes sense. What is it, about 8%, 9% of ES or so? I mean, it makes sense. This does all the heavy lifting. Sellers got stuck. Did the sellers get stuck short in the hole there? Zach might be trying to push this thing up to overnight VWAP as well. When we started Power Hour, we were trading 24,548. About 7 points back. As if it never, well, that's something never happened at all. Alfie, what's your plan of attack going into FOMC, if at all? Or we just sit and watch?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to tell you I'd sit and watch Dre, but I think we both know that's not going to happen.
I know you're going to be fully true.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like a bit of a gremlin. Like you can't feed me after midnight near FOMC without doing something stupid. But yeah, probably just try and lock the accounts, man, and take advantage of that free reset you guys granted a few of us. So yeah, try and take advantage of that, and get that fifth XFA back
if needed, right?
Yeah, 100%. This is already taking advantage of it. This one here, so I've just used it on this 100K I had dormant.
Well done. All right, back to 66.69. Look here. I got MOC was quite light yesterday. That was a September contract. Now we're in December. Could be different in December. That negative delta. Where's troops? Troops, where you at with that negative delta? Could be seeing some big size on that MOC. Market on close. 10 minutes before the closing bell. There are orders that have been sitting there all day that are to be executed strictly on the close of the trading session. And I'll be quoting those numbers in dollars, right? Dollars. I was going to go ES.
I've jumped in long here, Dre, just so you know. From
let's go.
9 micros in a combine at 24,537 off.
Long 537.
Yes, long, yeah. Yep.
You said 9
I
micros.
may add as well. Yes.
Why not 8? Why not 10? Why 9?
Multiples of 3, man. It was
I love it, man.
Yeah, I clicked 3 buttons, same button 3 times. Yeah, not really any science to it, man. Unfortunately.
Very good. All good. What are you looking for the upside here?
I'm gonna look just I just want to see how MOC pans out. I haven't really got a number in mind. I like 579s, but if it pushes further, I'll go. And I've used that like above below as my stop there, 520s.
Oh, those sellers really. All right, thank you, troops. Negative delta continues to grow. They really put the kibosh on that selling. Did not see that coming at all. Again, ES sold off. Just grinding lower. We got down to 66, 65, and just like that, boom. The buyers came in and lifted those offers and took us right back up to 66.70. Now we're trading 66.72. Same story over there in the Nasdaq. We're creeping lower. They thought the coast was clear there in the Nasdaq. Bottomed out at 24,529, and they just turned that sucker around. And we're continuing to just push higher here. Did that shake the shorts? Let's shake out the shorts. And are they going to be like, oh, all right, party's over? But I guess we'll find out here in about 3.5 minutes. WST says, guessing buy imbalance. That's not going to be good for that negative delta. Nice catch there for Alfie here. Yes. I'm going to point away from overnight VWAP. All roads, George. Well done. You take that long. It's really a little push higher. Dow turned around as well. What happened with them? Look at that. Look at those shorts. Look at them starting to bail. Oh. 24,545. Where's your risk on? Oh, you said 520. Is where you set the risk
519. I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah, 519 I'll call absolutes on. But yeah, it kind of tends to happen as well before big red news events. Like if there's a real big directional move, they seem to let some of the guys out, or get out themselves, right? If they're really short before MOC, or even today,
wow.
At retail sales, they let a bunch of guys out who were short and then ripped it back up.
Yeah, where are the shorts going to do now? Where do they go now? Shorts got caught in the hole. We got gold pushing a touch higher here. 37.26, up a couple bucks.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to it too. I think I'm paying attention a little bit more when I hop on to NQ and ES. Just for fun, just to pay attention and see what you guys are looking at.
Careful. Hey, be careful. NASDAQ. Be careful of that NASDAQ, man. Once it gets you, it gets you. But,
price action looks pretty solid the last couple of days, but I don't know. That's sometimes you take a look at it and I'm not trading it, so I don't know what it's really looking like.
Start of the practice account. Yep. Just get a feel for the personality, the volatility. I know who was Dandy. Couldn't resist. The price action looks like. Also, what those unrealized P&L swings look like. The only thing you control is the downside, right? That's what JD says all the time. Right now, we got a minute here, Alfie. We got house account still along 5 MES from 66.65. 2,400 people watching all across the globe right now. 10 minutes. 10 minutes till the close. Be so kind, click subscribe. Please click subscribe. Again, we were aware of those issues. We will give you updates as we get them. But right now, 45 seconds till MOC. Market on close. Headline out here on the EU. Speeding up the phase out of Russian fossil imports. Okay. So a little bit of move there. All right, 30 seconds. MOC. Okay. Here, this might be some of it for that turnaround. And Trump and Modi from India, top dog in India, exchange warm words. And all right, a little bit of positive news between U.S. and India in terms of trade talks. Again, all right, MOC, 5 seconds. Buckle up. Let's see what happens here. Call them out right here, right now. What was it? Heavy buy side across. Heavy buy side across. Buy side S&P's 1.4 bill. Buy side NASDAQ 2 bill. Dow 400 million. Again, heavy buy side in the ES 1.4 bill. NASDAQ 2 billion buy side. Mag 7 1 billion buy side. Buy. What are these shorts going to do now? What is that delta going to do now?
Just lightened up third there. I like that little pop. So
watch this. Again, heavy. Those numbers can and will change. But again, heavy buy side out of the gate. Someone in the chat said, guessing buy side. Heavy buy side.
A nice
top 10 points. It's not done. We're not done just yet. House account long from 66.65. We increase this thing. You got how many there, Alfie?
I got out of 3, so I've got 6 micros left from 538. profit target 570s. That's actually where I went long from in the open, so that's kind of why I've got an emotional attachment to that
No
price.
emotions,
But
Alfie. See, Dom, this is what the Nasdaq does. This is what the Nasdaq does, Dom. I
yeah,
don't. Careful.
sex, drugs, and MNQ, Andre, man. That's how it goes.
MMQ, man, rock and roll. Jeez, it's 24,552 right there. We did pop above the 60s, all the way up to 63s. Yes, on the move to the upside as well. Man, they caught those shorts down there. Look at this thing. Again, heavy buy side. Still staying buy side. It is lightening up a little bit in the ES. Nasdaq staying strong. 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion
Yeah,
buy side Nasdaq. Mag 7 also
Nvidia
buy
back
side
above
$1 billion.
175 as well.
Sounds good. Hold this thing. I'll keep you posted. In about 3 minutes, another injection of liquidity. If we are good to go for hashtag power hour, let me know, Andrea. We can do that. Yeah, she gave me a thumbs up. The boss gave me a thumbs up. So you see that hashtag in the upper left-hand corner, hashtag power hour. Well, we ask you fast markets and health throughout the day. Hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour. Hit us up with some cool submissions that you'd like to see us turn around to you here in power hour. So with that being said, bring in the boss, Andrea. Come on in. We got about 2.5 minutes till the next injection liquidity. So we got time. What's up, Andrea?
All right. Yeah, how's it going? Get straight to it. Okay. A7 Trader says, amazing job. I was battling some combines today. I was very impressed by Topstep, quickly commenting when I shared it. And here we are, sharing it again.
Well done.
Next, we've got Coach Dakota. Another day, another base hit on Topstep. 9 great days in a row. Looking good, Coach Dakota.
Oh, Dakota. Oh, look at that.
Right. Yeah. And we got Sober Trading says, was able to secure 2 payouts yesterday, requested Friday at 3 p.m., and was in my bank account by end of day Monday. Thank you, Topstep, for your back to funded program. Had a rough couple days and lost my initial XFAs. Grateful for a second chance. Nice.
Awesome. Love that.
And we got RS Capital saying, just activated my 5th Topstep XFA to bring myself back to 5. And got off to a hot start trading the midday range. Ignore the high number of trades with trading using micros, and Topstep counts partials as full trades. Looking for a couple more big days this week with big catalysts coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally, got Nathaniel saying, wrapped up for the day, closing in on 10 straight green, second payout requested on this account this month. Working on a third, ready for FOMC tomorrow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go. So yeah, FOMC tomorrow, 1 p.m. Come check it out.
Talk about a market moving event. All right, cool. Yeah, Alfie, they flipped that around. Let's see what happens here in about 30 seconds. Still buy side. 900 million buy side in the NASDAQ. Again, it came out 2 billion. I said, but so again, those numbers, we got 1,000 on the ES here, upside to 66.75, 1,000 on the ask, 1,100. That just popped in here last second. Let's see if we go fill that if the market does want to run away from that last trade. 66.72. That 1,000 I just did pop in there. Where'd you come from? Where have you been all day? I've been looking for something all day, man. I could have used you hours ago. Let's see. Oh, okay.
I jumped in another 6 micros, so I'm 12 from 538 on this combine.
Okay.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I mean, SLTP.
Sounds good. Yeah, and the 1,100 lot just popped in there. This is the December contract. Are they still rolling in from Sep to DC? September expires on Friday. These will be the official front month, but 3 points to go for that upside. And the upside in the for that 1,100 lot. Interesting time to pop that in there with 4 minutes to go till the closing bell. Alpha, you are now long how many?
I'm long 12 micros, Dre, from
man,
538 and 0.8.
All right, let's pop this thing. Let's see if the ES can cook through this 1,100 lot, closing in on about point and a half to go. Smoke this thing. First it gets filled. Nope, not yet. Not so fast, it says. Jack, give us a little quick update there in the chat on this house account trade. Are we still in? We're gonna work those. Look at that thing go. Alfie now back in with 12 micros into the close here. Dom's taking a look at the Nasdaq saying, is this fun over here? Do not do it, Dom. You just stick to your
I'm watching it right now.
Here we go. 1100 lot coming.
You're breaking a sweat, man.
It's definitely there's definitely the action over there. Come on. Only thing that's popped in all day in terms of size. Delta neutral on the day. Delta, thank you. Troops, awesome stuff. Troops all day. Bell to beller. I think you're a bell to beller. If not, you're a bell to beller to me. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. We're gonna get this 1100 lot. Again, offer is 66.65. We're about 3 ticks away. I'm 1.5 away. Keep butting up against it. Are they gonna front run this thing? We're gonna run away from that. What is that? What do I mean by front running? Sellers are gonna try to get in front of that 1100 lot. Saying, well, I want to sell this 1100 times. Why don't I get short in front of it? And look at that market. Are we going to keep pushing? No, Hoop, I'm thinking, Hoop, I'm thinking caveman. You know, I'm always thinking caveman on these. All right. All right, Alfie, you're long 12 micros right now. You got about 2.5 minutes here.
Yeah, pretty much floating out entry. Yeah, I mean, it might be a kind of pending, but
we flip sell side. There you go. We flip sell side on the MOC. John Ross, that was boring. I don't know. It was heavy buy side. We flip sell side. Look at this thing run away from that 1100 lot in the ES 66.70 last trade. You know what, John Ross? This is more action than we got pretty much throughout the entire day. I'll take it. Nasdaq 4,005. Look at this. Oh man, the negative delta. Troops relentless.
just added 3 micros. I know it might seem like suicide, but I really like the setup presenting. But we'll see.
Dom, your thoughts? Have your thoughts changed? Or are you looking your chops a little bit more? You're like, oh man, this could be fun, or like, man, this is wild.
I'm sweating a little bit here. I'm enjoying watching you guys trade this right now.
Well, they're watching us too. You're on here. Yeah. You're on here as well.
I know. I know. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at it. You know, end of day. You know, on an hourly, I would be sitting on hands. My hands are sweating though.
We're moving. Hey, mom spaghetti, man. Mom spaghetti. We got that 1100 lot popped in here, and the market just pushed. All right, we got 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Alfie's long. Oh, hell, 12 micros into this close. All right, Alfie. Alfie, got to hold this sucker. We got to hold this sucker, Alfie.
It might be coming for me.
Wow. There's your 520s.
I'll be sweating a lot more.
Buffalo's 520.
This was an XFA.
520.
Come on.
Look at that. Unreal. 30 seconds. The 1100 lot came in there, and market just pretty much ran. Well, pretty much that. We're going to go fill it. ES selling off more. Ooh, they just hit the bid there. The ES hanging there. Alfie. Yeah. My goodness. They are selling, are serious. Huge bids coming in the ES. I'm not sure what's going on in the NASDAQ, and they are cooking this thing to the downside. My goodness. What are we going to do here? 520, Alfie. I'll give you a win on that one.
I actually jumped back in when I got stopped there.
Look at that.
I'm 3 micros last second.
Yeah, wow. Oh, they pulled it. They hit that. Oh, that is it. That was actually all considered. That was not bad. That was not too bad of a power indeed. Okay, Dominic, you stick to gold and crude. Don't you go looking around at NASDAQ. Thank you so much for joining us in Vegas. Alfie, as always, from the UK. Couldn't appreciate you more. With that being said, shout out to all the bellers. That's why we stay focused. That's why we stay locked in. You tune in to Topstep TV. Have your trading buddies
you